Hello, it's Oaken. Today we're going to test out the brand new Incursions. Kind of go through it. So the main thing is that you have to use 1 through 3 stars. Good way to just kind of do it is if also you just here. It makes this way easier on me personally. So you go boom there, and then when you go to edit, it'll show you all the champions you can use. So obvious Symbiote Supreme probably be an amazing champion. I'm going to use Anti-Venom because of his new changes. And then I'm going to use Scream. We're going to see how this goes. Let's try this out. See how far we can get. I don't know if there's a certain way you want to do this or what, or you know what I mean? Let's see if they have any special nodes. Probably should. Oh, hold up. What's about fights before I actually go into these nodes? 1 second. So it just looks like a normal Incursions, but with 3 stars. Except you're reversing 6 stars? Okay, so there has to be something here. These nodes got to be crazy. Well, I guess you get 2 nodes. You get the boss hack and then the... Oh. Attacker gains 100% bleed and poison, debuff, potency, and duration. The attacker gains 5,000 to their block proficiency. Attacker gains 1,500 to their armor rating. Potency of the attacker's fury is increased by 200%. The attacker gains a 100% prowess passive. The attacker gains 100% critical damage rating. Gains a 100% damage rating. We're going to test out prowess. See how that works. Those are definitely different. I feel like they're not as crazy as I thought they'd be. And just health. It's just a health boost. Alrighty. I think Kamala Khan is probably going to be easier because Squirrel Girl can kind of just pierce through your stuff. We're going to test this out. I'm confused. I don't know if this is just supposed to be like a symbiote, the Summon Symbiote champion thing, or what's going on here, because I should have read the nodes. See, reading the nodes probably would have been the smarter way of doing this. Because we're doing no damage. And we're taking so much damage. I am confused here. As much as I want to continue this, I think I'm just going to call this fight. Because that's insane. Plus, I never used Scream before. Using her in this is kind of a fun... I think I'm finally going to rank her up as a 6-star. Look how much bleed damage that is. Great thing about Kamala Khan, her attacks are super easy to parry. Or dodge, I mean. I really thought there was some way to... Do you have to have the fever and then do your special too? Yeah. I'd assume you have to use Summon Symbiote. Right, like what's going on here? Whenever the attacker lands the same basic attack twice in a row, they are inflicted with a weakness debuff. Attacking Symbiote Symbiote. Oh, okay. So this is... So you really don't have any want to bring... Oh... Alright, so that's what you want to do here. I would probably recommend using a boost, just because of how much they've been... Which seems a little like... I hope they weren't guaranteeing people to use their boost on this, just because of how much they do kind of put them out. But, yeah, that's... Ooh. I have not used him in a while. He kind of attacks like, I've never really used Summon Symbiote. Why can't I think about who... I can't think about who he reminds me attacking of. He's got a very interesting playstyle. I've never used Summon Symbiote. I really thought he was just a simple champion, but like using him right now, I'm like, whoa. Are they... I don't know their gender. I guess do symbiotes have genders? Because, like, Scream seems like it's always a girl symbiote. Venom goes with both. I don't know how those symbiotes work. Or if it's just how they're written in the comics. So the entire goal of this is just to keep... Wait. Okay, so that just increases his block proficiency. Wait, was I incorrect? Did that not even say that the special 3 was activated? Does Summon Symbiote have a special 3? I don't know how to use Summon Symbiote. Summoned Symbiote. We better begin, like, a boss node every single turn, because this is crazy. Like, this is so... They really got into their, like, difficult content, I feel like. Okay, that was a pretty good hit. Maybe it's just figuring out how to use Summon Symbiote, which is kind of an interesting idea, I guess. Just trying to teach people how to use a Summon Symbiote. Because the best thing you probably want to do with this node is just do the light, or that medium, light, medium. You just got to pay attention to nodes, just basic incursions stuff. I'm going to try to work up to a special 3, because I'm almost... I don't think he has a special 3. No. Does not. Oh, that didn't do as much damage as I thought it was going to do. That could have gone better. Could have gone a lot better. But he gained 21 persistent charges from it. So I guess what you're... Okay, so can you... Wait... No, you want to get super far in this event, don't you? Do the persistent charge... Okay, so we're going to do that actually right after this fight, which I probably should have done it before it. Oh, this is going to be fun. I also didn't read the node. That's a good tip if you're ever doing Battlegrounds and trying to be better at it. Read the nodes. This teaches you how to, like... I think this is why I have so much of an easier time doing, like, Act 7. Because I know some people struggle with, like, understanding what the nodes always mean. Which I think is funny because of the people that I do know that struggle with it are, like, already very, like, valiant. But, you know, they're valiant due to, Okay. We're going to come back. That was really difficult. We're going to see that real quick. This might just be a short video and testing some things. How quickly do we get to come back with it? 5 minutes. Oh. Okay. No, that's not too bad. Okay, well, how about as much? I'm going to take this time. I might skip through it a little bit. Let's look at this guy. So what do we want to do here? Personal bleeds gain 20% flat ability accuracy. Medium attacks grant a true accuracy passive for 3. She's not bad for the block proficiency. Critical hits inflict a bleed debuff, dealing 50% of the attacker's damage over 15 seconds. Each time the symbiote are with Venom. Symbiote Supreme. Each time the summoned symbiote nullifies a buff. Inflict a passive. He nullifies? I didn't even know he nullifies. We'll have to read into that. You gain, you inflict a bleed passive, dealing... Okay, bleed that might not be bad, just to not have so many debuffs, because then that would also counter, Agent Venom. Alright. Start the attack with an indefinite regeneration buff. Healing 0.25% of the summon each second. Okay, so that would be my recommendation. If you are playing this, you want Venom the Duck. You're not bringing these extra champions to fight with them. You're bringing them to boost summon Symbiote. Okay, let's look at this too. Because I would say, looking at this, I was going to say Scream, top picks, Venom the Duck. Let's see what these other guys do. Because I swear, this isn't what this used to happen, but they must be updating it pretty consistently. Start the fight with an indefinite Hunter Spider buff, causing attacks to do 25% of the damage recently dealt as a burst of physical damage. While the opponent is bleeding, gain... I say the best two seem like a mix between... Oh... That's how you're probably actually supposed to do it. I'm sorry, I'm really just all over the place right now. I think that's what you're supposed to do. You bring in Summon Symbiote, you look at the champions, right? And then what you're doing is you're basically just swapping out all of these guys so that way you can kind of do the most damage. And you can do what you need to do for each fight. So like, if you kind of... So like an ideal team would be like... So you'd have Summon Symbiote... Anti-Venom doesn't really have anything, so you want his buffs. You want to do that. So you probably... Because then you can also use the 2-star versions if you have them. Oh, we also have Symbiote. I forgot I pulled this guy. So you just want to do that then. Alright. Okay, let's read before I get into this, because we have a few more minutes. I think we have like 2 more minutes, so I can quickly go through this. Let's look at dude. Summoned Symbiote. Okay. What does he do? Always active. The Summoned Symbiote enhances enhanced... Oh, I can't speak. My eyes and my mouth are not, like, working together here. Okay. He cannot be awakened beyond this current state. He just can't be awoken again. Okay, that probably would have been better. All attacks have a 40% chance to inflict a bleed debuff, dealing 1,195 direct damage. So maybe that bleed thing at the beginning wouldn't be bad. Summon Symbiote can gain persistent charges by entering quests that offer them via quest nodes only. They changed this, right? Unless this is how he's always been. I think they might have updated him. Okay, persistent. He fights like Tigra. Is that who it is? Is it Tigra that fights like that, maybe? Am I tripping? Maybe that's who he reminds me of. I don't actually have a Tigra. I've only ever fought her, like, as a like, she's a defender. Okay, persistent charges are used to activate... Okay, so they all cost different persistent charges. Once these are active, remain active for the rest of the quest. Oh. So you want to activate these sooner than later, because these activate and they go through all battles. Good to know. Each evolution grants... Oh. So then you can get out to... What is that? Come on, I can do this in my head. 706 damage? 717 damage, right? 239... 921. Oh my god. No, what? No, 27. I was right. No, I'm right. Yeah, I'm right on that. Yeah, so if you get 3 of these done, it does that. The Devour reduces the opponent's nullify and stagger ability accuracy by 35%, and light attacks have a 30% chance to nullify one buff each time this nullify occurs. Passively regenerate. Oh. I never knew this. Okay, so you want to have Devour for nullifying buffs, so that way you can regen. Infect the medium attacks, reduce evade accuracy. Oh, okay, so then heavy attacks have a 60% chance to remove a bleed debuff from the opponent and replace it with a poison debuff, dealing 6,692 direct damage, reducing health recovery by 30%, and reducing evade. Okay. So infect makes it so that way you can convert bleeds into poisons. Adapt. If the last hit landed was a medium attack, landing another medium attack grants a fury buff for 9 seconds, increasing attack rating by 192 and bypassing 10% of the opponent's physical and energy resistance. Leech. For 10 seconds after throwing a special attack, each time the summoned symbiote dashes backwards, purify 4 debuffs and steal 10% of the opponent's current power, gaining 45% of the power stolen. Okay. So why is Enrage and Annihilate are really good though. Reduce the opponent's purify ability accuracy by 70%. Why did I say 90? And start the fight with a Fortitude buff, reducing incoming damage. So Enrage is really good for defeating our Agent Venom. Annihilate increases the potency and chance of all increases the potency, chance, and duration of all evolutions except this one by 20%. When struck, there's a 20% chance to gain an unstoppable buff for 2 seconds. The final hit of special attacks inflict a shrivel debuff, reducing the opponent's combat power rating and ability power rate by 15% and for 12 seconds, and the last hit inflicts a stun debuff. So then special attacks gain one of the following buffs at random for 18 seconds. True damage, which bypasses it, armor and resistance, armor up, increasing the armor rating, or fury, increasing the attack rating by... Okay. The first hit inflicts a weakness debuff for 18 seconds, reducing attack rating by 30%. The first hit inflicts an armor debuff... Okay. And remove 1 armor. Okay, so that's what you want to do. That is how... Okay. We're going to test this again, because we're ready now. We're coming back in here. We're just going to... just throw these guys in here, and then because I'm not doing all this. I know it's probably not that hard just to swap them out, but okay. You need to bring in Summon Symbiote. That's the only way you're beating this. And what you want to do... True accuracy wouldn't be a bad one, but this is what I also mean. The attacks with true accuracy ignored, auto block, and evade. So I think what you want to do is bring in someone like these guys. Hold up. You only can bring in 3 stars and 2 stars and 1 stars though. We're going to bring in them. Because then these guys, 25% chance. Okay, they don't have really a whole lot of buffs together. I was wondering if we were going to get any. Okay. You're bringing them in just to buff Summon Symbiote, basically. And so we're going to test this again. Hopefully my Fury buffs and everything are good. Good enough, I should say. And... those don't look like fun. We're going to take Adam Warlock, because I don't want to deal with the other girl. So, what's going to be the best way to get... See... Bleed, 100% bleed and poison debuff, potency, and duration. Block proficiency. Armor rating. I think we do the Furies. Right? Or maybe we do the critical rating. I think we do critical rating. I'm going to try critical rating. And then we do the health boost. Okay. Is he poison immune? I don't think he is. Alrighty. Okay, so actually, let's look at the buffs here. When the attacker fills a bar of power, they have 8 seconds to use that, or 20% of their power is instantly drained. Okay. The attacker is afflicted with a reverse controls passive unless they're a robot or have psychic shielding. No. No, there. Yeah, we're not doing that. I'm not fighting the entire fight backwards. As I say, it didn't say anything in his kit about being immune to that, so no thanks. Alright, so we just want to... I think just keeping this up might... The hardest... See, look at this. Look at how quickly we're getting through this. Oh, I forgot that was a thing of his thing. I forgot that's a thing he does. Okay, so you just want to get to a point where... I'm definitely... Oh, and he's unblockable. Okay. You have to get past his first fight, and then it should be fine if I can do this. Ah! All right, I'm cutting back. I'll cut back to the next one. Actually, you know what? We'll look at the rewards real quick. So, side quest selector. What are these? These are just... Ooh. Yeah, that's not too bad. Oh, these are all selectors. Whoa! You get that far? You just get a 6-star awakening gem? What's the end? Okay, and it's just 6... Okay. So the main one is if you get to tier 15, you get an awakening gem. During these, you get catalyst. Tier 5 catalyst. And then it looks like a bigger 6-star. Okay, and then you get these from up to 7. Tier 7 of the thing. You get the Founder's War Shards. Alright. We'll be right back. I'll be right back when this is done. See ya.